we talked about Contra. Remember, we're just talking about counter for counter in general, right? Right? So the idea is that I feed, he feeds, I feed, he feeds, or I attack, he attacks, back and forth, right? So you want to make sure that you're keeping an eye on which role you have. But as you play, it's my attack, my defense, my attack, my defense, my attack, my defense. And you just learn to kind of play and start to learn to put things together. Not that. Don't go that fast. Okay? All right. Let's start here.
I'm so good at this right now.
Exchanges we just had over the last hour. We were moving pretty good, right? You guys are pushing yourselves, you're sweaty, you're hot, you're uncomfortable, but you're having fun and your family, and that's what's important, right? So I got a couple I want to talk about real quick. Wrestler Dan. We call him Wrestler Dan because when he came to us, he said he was a wrestling champion in Wyoming. Correct? 3 times came wrestling, and then as soon as we started rolling with him, we immediately recognized, oh, this guy's going to be fun to roll with. He's got the feel already, you know, we need to fill in some details, but he's got that feel, that energy that's so hard to get. You know, and he was playing with the grappling, he started playing with the JKB, and then he started playing with the Kali, and just like everything else, he does really well with it. He really studies it honestly. He works to understand everything he can with each partner he has. So I think that we need to acknowledge Wrestler Dan Beaudrie is his actual name, as a yellow guy. One of the fun things about what I do is getting to see people grow, but not just grow in skill, but grow in maturity. When I met Haley, she was 12, and we've seen you go from helping clean the school to kicking butt in the Rising Warriors to transitioning over to the adult class, and not only transitioning to the adult class, but definitely getting your first rank in the adults program of 11s. Come get your yellow. When the pandemic hit and we were able to start kind of doing classes again in July, and we weren't like allowed to make contact, and we were doing, the only thing we were doing at the time was like Kali classes, because you could do Carenza and you couldn't make contact. And at the time, like Jesus and Maddie were like, yo, we still want to be able to do stuff. So I let them come in and play with the Carenza for a while. You know, and they were really enjoying that. When we got back to starting a Rising Warriors program again, they were doing so well in it that I didn't have the heart to like be like, all right, get out and go back to the Rising Warriors because they're doing so well. And so it's been like a year now, right? And I think they're doing a great job with each other's training partners. They do so awesome. So, Mr. Jesus, come on out and get your yellow. And of course, you don't get good without good training partners. Man, come on out, bro. You know, it's rare that you get to have a friendship in life where you can say that your friend looks like Steven Seagal and a roadie for Guns N' Roses. But I get to say that. And in the pandemic, Ben Eichler, we were sitting around talking, and I was losing my mind because I wasn't having a lot of training partners at times. Do you have any interest in learning the Colin? So we drive out to a beach and let him swing sticks for half an hour, and I thought he was going to die. And if you ever done Collie on a beach, that's the hardest footwork possible. These guys, you guys have a nice floor. Like for Ben, that first part of his training, it was all outdoors, in the sun, on the sand, in the grass, with the bugs, all that kind of fun stuff. And we didn't have a school at the time. This place hadn't been built yet, and the swamp was shut down. So it's super fun for me to be able to do this in front of everybody. Ben, come get this green flag. There's some folks that help keep this thing going on a regular basis, that don't get the amount of acknowledgement that I think they should. And one of those people most definitely is Joe Shikady. Joe Shikady is constantly in here working, helping, doing whatever she can for folks. She's awesome. If you get a chance to come to her, like I gave her Wednesday nights because she's doing so good as a teacher. You get an opportunity to come to Wednesday night, you should. She's got an entirely different teaching vibe than I do, and she's very good with the details. She is an awesome instructor. I'm good. Next? Maybe. Losing my mind, not being able to train anything for a while. And since the pandemic started, every Sunday morning at 9 a.m., Sam DeFries made himself available for me to be able to practice Balintawak, and for him to be able to learn Balintawak and then learn how to, we worked together on actually codifying the Balintawak concepts curriculum inside the Armas College curriculum, all the teaching modules for it. So I gotta say thank you for that. So I appreciate you, Sam. Thank you for all that. Appropriate that we change you up a little bit, my friend. weapons camp, what was our last weapons camp? 2019? I never gave Matt his black flag, and then the pandemic hit. And we didn't get that opportunity. And Matt has more, I think, than not only got those skills back that the pandemic, the atrophy that came in, but he's been so helpful and so integral in everybody's growth that you see. We're really in this room, you can touch sticks with everybody, man. And from what I saw, that's a beautiful example of the art you practice. So I think it's time for Guro Mondragon